Woo, Ryan, guess what? It's show number 100.
Hey, the meat glitter don't make that kitty quiver. I'm just saying. Check this out.
Yeah, Steve, let's see your wiener.
Bless.
There you go. When you take your shirt off, does it match your chest hair?
You okay, Ryan?
Yep.
You took a little too big of a gulp, didn't you? Got a little brave.
No, this one's,
Well, hi, Ryan. Hi, everybody. It's Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I'm Steve Grass. I am with It's All About the Barbecue. And during the week, you can find me working at the lovely store Wanamakers in lovely, beautiful downtown Downers Grove. And the man sitting next to me is the chairman of the board, Barbecue, Blackstone, and Bear, Mr. Ryan Hoagland.
Hopefully you can hear me. I'm I'm frozen right now.
Not on my screen. You're fine.
Oh, that's good. Anyways, how's it going, everybody? It is Thursday night. We are back for another episode of Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. How you doing, Steve?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, Ryan. I'm having a pretty good day. I mean, it was a pretty good day at work. Everything went fine. It's great. Have another. You know what, Ryan? I got a couple big announcements to say on here, and it, probably not as much to the people that are watching us on whatever it's called on Instagram. Right now, I am transmitting it on my side to the It's All About the Barbecue page on Instagram. I'm probably going to give it like 2 more weeks, and then it's going to go live on, because I have just started a Thursday Night Barbecue Chat Instagram page. So we will start going live through there. And then thanks to Ryan and myself, because I invited some people after Ryan reminded me that you should invite some people, we are going live for the first time over Thursday Night Barbecue Chat on Facebook. So that's some big accomplishment. So just so you remember that, in 2 weeks on It's All About the Barbecue Instagram, it will not be live. I know Ryan gave me this great monitor so I can do multiple screens on it. I need a cable.
Okay.
But hey, I need a cable to do it.
So cable. Go buy an HDMI cable. Jeez, it's not that hard.
No, I got to find one that hooks into my computer. None of the connections fit into my computer that you gave me.
Oh, I wonder if it's okay. I might have one for you.
But anyway,
we'll have to see about meeting up and going from there.
All right. So anyway, tonight, Ryan, on our long journey of guests that we have, it's very rare that we have somebody that actually reaches out and wants to be on this show, because everybody knows it's the greatest show nobody ever watches. And today we do. Can
we thank our sponsors?
Oh, the sponsors. Yeah.
The sponsors with the new Not So Monotone video. So here they are.
Got the OG Bandits, Melinda's Hot Sauce, Spitfire Grill. Got Melinda's Hot Sauce, bringing the heat and bold flavor that belongs on everything from wings to backyard barbecue. Boys Night Out, next level rubs and seasonings trusted by pitmasters and backyard cooks alike. Blues Hog, legendary barbecue sauce with that perfect balance of sweet heat and competition-proven flavor. And Marble Ridge Farms premium high-quality meats that take every cook to the next level.
Wow, that's it. That's all we got.
Right now, yeah.
Oh, that's right. There's more coming, ladies and gentlemen, because everybody wants to be a sponsor. We probably have, Ryan, sometimes I think about it, we got more sponsors than we have people that watch the show.
That's not good. I mean, it's good that people want to sponsor.
But thank you to all the amazing sponsors that do actually help us out and sponsor this, so we can be on here live every week with you. But anyway, so we have a nice guest that reached out to me and said, "Hey, how do you get on this podcast?" And I said, "Well, there's not really a wait list, so you're on." So we determined a date, and today is the day. And his name is Jimmy Lenzen. I hope I said that correctly. And he does Jimmy L's Barbecue and Catering. He's out in Nebraska. Get out. Well, we'll get in there and we'll share all his stuff. So get on there and follow his, because I've been watching some of his since he's been coming up as a guest. I've been watching some of his Instagram videos, and he makes some pretty darn good stuff. So, what are you doing, Ryan? You okay?
I'm good. It's just I'm delayed. Anyways, let's bring Jimmy up here. Everything's kind of freezing, so it's kind of off for me a little bit. But we got Jimmy coming up here on the show. Jimmy, how are we doing there, sir? Welcome in.
Good, sir. How are you?
I love that he calls you sir.
If my computer would actually want to work tonight, I went to turn my computer on the other night and it didn't power up. So I was like, I need to buy a new one. Might be time. But besides that, I'm good.
Sure, we got 11 people in here, Ryan, and you're going to have a bad show. I like it. Very good. So anyway,
we got the White House Griddler in here. Richard C. says he loves Melinda's. And Griddles and Vittles that are always here. Nick and Jay says, what's up?
Well, Jimmy, welcome to the big show. How are you doing today?
Good. Happy to be here.
Did you get any of that snow that everybody got?
No, it's missed us all year. So,
lucky.
We were cold 2 days ago, and now it's like 50 degrees today. So.
Son of a gun.
100 miles north, 100 miles east, it's freezing, but not here.
Well, God bless you. You're lucky because I mean we haven't seen 20 degrees in probably 10 days.
Actually, 2 days ago I went hunting. It was 20 below zero, and that's the coldest day we've had. And then it got up to 45 that day. So.
Man.
What did you go hunting for?
Ducks and geese.
Ducks and geese, nice.
Ducks and geese.
Oh, you know what I got, Ryan? I don't know if I can't find it in the fridge. We'll start the show for a little bit, then I'll go get you. Rick Zahn. I don't know if I mentioned it last week from the shed. Gave me a gift, and I want to show it on the show here. I'll see if I can find it in a little bit.
Rabbit?
Yeah, it's my rabbit. He gave me I got a rabbit. It's in a refrigerator, freezer.
Is it cooked?
No, I haven't had time. I've been working, Ryan. Last weekend was my weekend to work, so I didn't have time to. So anyway, Jimmy, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, first of all, what got you into the whole? Well, you got a couple of steps in there, but what got you started and like wanted to really start cooking barbecue?
Oh, I've always cooked. Since I've been little, it was kind of a survival thing for me because my mother couldn't cook, so I've been cooking. I tell this story all the time. Mom couldn't cook. I think my old man thought she was trying to kill him at times. And so since I've been like 12 years old, I've been cooking for my whole family. And just, my neighbor moved in like 20 years ago, and he was from Oklahoma, and he taught me how to cook. And I just kind of played with it. And I guess the rest is history.
What did you cook first? What was your first favorite thing to cook?
Omelets, eggs, breakfast, because it was easy and cheap.
Yes.
Breakfast. There's nothing wrong with it.
I love breakfast.
Yeah, good choice to start with.
If I had to pick something to eat for the rest of my life, it would be breakfast.
Well, that's pretty much nowadays what I have to eat, but yeah.
Yeah, we kind of live on it.
So anyway, all right. So you're cooking, you're doing this, you get into the whole barbecue thing. What craziness made you want to start a catering company? And you're not only just like catering though, but you got food trucks, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, we sling it. We sling 4 food trucks, 30 to 50 weddings a year, 5, 6 states, thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of brisket a year, and it just kind of, it never was designed to do this. It just kind of grew and keeps growing and trying to keep it under control. So
that's a lot of weddings.
How about meatloaf? Richard C says.
No, mean meatloaf.
Did you see it down there? Richard C's got he says, how about meatloaf? What's your go-to recipe?
I've got a smoked roux meatloaf. I couldn't tell you the recipe off my head. And this is the problem about cooking with me. My wife said I'm a horrible baker because I'm an adder and not really a measurer. So everything's pretty consistent, but it's not baking level. But
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Sometimes.
This might taste good in there. This might not. Yeah. So question for you. All right. So you got the food. How do people find out about you to do cater weddings in different states and stuff like that?
I don't really know, because we don't, we advertise a little bit in our region, but we had somebody reach out from Western Iowa and they're like, hey, we've heard about you. We're 6.5 hours away. And we're like, okay, whatever. And set it up, and we went and catered their wedding, and now Western Iowa's become a thing. So I don't know. We've done this. This is going on year 18, and we served thousands of people over the summer through our trailers. So I'm assuming they probably rolled through our trailers at some point in time. Sturgis, we see a ton of people all over the country up in Sturgis. So it's really,
Sturgis.
Oh yeah, Sturgis is fun.
It's just
word of
mouth on them.
Are you up there for the bike rally then, or is that?
Yep, we're actually in the No Rules campground, the Glencoe campground. So it's a ton of fun up there.
I can imagine. Now, when you're doing these cross country gambits that you do, or different states and stuff like that, I mean, are you dragging the meat with you, or I'm assuming you cook it when you get there. I mean, or do you cook it while you're driving? I mean,
no, we've got 2 trailers have cookers on them, and then, everything else. Now, when I'm talking, we're right on the border of Colorado and Wyoming. So 35 minutes west, I'm in Wyoming, 35 minutes south, I'm in Colorado. So, a lot of that, we're still cooking on location, but some of that's able to come out of our main location.
But when you do like Sturgis and stuff, I mean, you're bringing those trailers up there then.
And yeah. We have a trailer that stays in South Dakota the entire summer, and it has a cooker, and we do all our cooking up there and everything. So,
do you got a meat market up there that you want to plug that supplies you with all the?
No, well, I use a meat market, but I don't use anybody local or anything like that. I buy all Greater Omaha certified beef briskets, so they're Hereford program. And that's pretty much 99% out of the state of Nebraska. So, and we only cook certified beef.
I'm sorry if I look off or I look like I'm staring. My computer is just freezing like crazy tonight. I'm sorry.
Well, I've been kind of liking it because you've been kind of quiet over there. I mean, that's kind of a good thing. So, I mean, Jimmy and I are just talking brisket. Have you watched any of the show while you're over there, or you got it? You're good?
No, I can see it, but then it's breaking up a little bit. My transfer thing is almost done, so I hope it'll be fine after that.
Okay. So what's your go-to brisket recipe?
What do you mean? Rub time?
I mean, well, let's start with the. You said you used the Omaha brisket. I mean, what do you use for the rubs? I mean, do you have your own, or do you use some of the other guys' stuff, or what do you coat your brisket?
I use a commercial rub, and then I blend it. So it's modified, but it's 99% theirs. I just tweak it just a small amount. So, and it's we go through about 2,500 pounds a year of it. So
Jesus Christ. I mean, you're almost like a full-fledged restaurant.
We run one of those too. Only in the winter on Fridays. So
only in the winter on Fridays.
Only in the winter on Friday. I mean, I'd like to. It's too bad you can't ship some of that brisket up here, because I'd like to taste some of that brisket. All right. So anyway, so you do that. Now,
I'll make it happen. Seriously.
What was it?
Send me your address. I'll make it happen.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll send you that. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got
next week's show
going right now. So.
All right. I forgot.
Better send it to my address, or else I'll never get it.
Well, I share.
How about I send it to both of you?
All right. Well, I'll get you Ryan's address too. Why? Because you actually. Oh, look at that. There's a question for Jimmy from Richard before I go into my next question.
So, Jimmy, how far How far away do you get your briskets when you would do Sturgis?
So my briskets are all coming out of Omaha. The distributor delivers right to our doorstep in the campground.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, right? He doesn't do anybody local. He gets it right from this regular distributor. That's which is pretty cool that they'll take it all the way up there. But I guess Nebraska, how far is Sturgis from where you are in Nebraska?
4.5 hours straight north.
Oh, that's not too bad. How far is it from us, Ryan?
Sturgis?
Yeah, while you're there searching, while I ask my next question. So what temp do you go to you wrap? I mean, do you have any special, do you wrap your brisket, or do you do it
Sometimes? I do like to wrap, and then I don't like to wrap. It just kind of depends. So, I usually wrap, I don't know, right around 135, 140 degrees if I'm going to wrap them. And then I pull them somewhere between 180 and 190.
And then what are you? Are you a paper or a foil guy?
Foil, but I've been playing with paper just a little bit. But when I wrap, I don't wrap full. I just wrap a little bit. I keep the tops open. So just because it's such a pain in the ass to wrap them full for as many as I'm cooking, because you end up wearing so much of it.
So how many are you cooking at a time when you're doing some of these events?
I think I can cook. If I was to cook at home for one big week, I've got 7 cookers. I can do about 1,200 pounds every 18 hours. 12 to 1,600 pounds every 18 hours.
Are they ever all fully loaded, ready to go?
Unfortunately, all summer. Starting about the second week of June, and then Hell Week kicks in there about the third week of July and goes for 3-4 weeks, and it'd be about 3,000 to 5,000 pounds a week.
Jesus, wow, you got me really shocked there. I didn't think that. I mean, I've been watching your videos, but I didn't think you were that wild and crazy. Oh crap! Yeah, this is holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's one of the reasons I reached out, is because we're out here in western Nebraska. Everybody thinks of Lincoln and Omaha, and we're out here in western Nebraska. Our next closest town our size is an hour away, so we got to hustle and scramble. And I've got some great kids that work for me that love to do this, and so the more they want me to throw on their plate, the more I do, and the more we go. It's fun. It's been a great ride.
How much? I mean, how quickly did you expand this? I mean, from going from whatever you thought this could be to where now you have 7 cookers and food trucks and trailers and all this other stuff.
That's kind of the crazy part about it. So I taught for 10 years, and I ran a college program, an industrial electrical program. We actually built one of the best programs in the country, and my love is teaching 100%. If I had to give everything up and take one job, I'd go right back to teaching for no money. Well, I used to tell my kids, I was like, my first year students, I was like, look, I'm going to be a real prick for about the first 8 weeks, because I'm going to go on no sleep, and you're just going to have to live with it. So I was teaching and cooking. I'd make sure I was at the shop at 7 o'clock, because it's a hands-on program, and I worked an hour away, and then I'd try to be home by 7, and then I'd try to get to bed by like 3, and I'd do that for about the first 6-8 weeks of school, and then COVID hit. I was gonna quit the COVID year because I was making more in the summer than I was making teaching, and then something said no, and then I waited it out, and then flipped 1,000 coins and shed a few tears with some of the best kids I've ever had around, and took this full time. And my goal was to cook in the summer, run Jimmy L's in the summer, and then go work for an electrician in the winter, and just kind of hunt once hunting season was over, work for an electrician until Jimmy L's kicked off and the people around us just never allowed that happen. It's been Jimmy L's, and I hired one full-time person. And once I hired one full-time person, it's became what it's became. And I don't really know how to explain it. It's just keeps going.
Well, I mean, good for
That's
you.
awesome.
That's a lot. How many full-time people, how many people you employ, period?
I've got 13 teammates with us. And, I always tell everybody I work for them because one of my vendor buddies, she says, you have all these young girls that do nothing but boss you around and you just let them. And I was like, yeah, well, look where they put me. So I'm going to go with it. And so, yeah, there's 13 of us, and I've got one that's full-time dedicated. He's been with us since he says 8 years old, but really he's been with us since he's been about 4 because we've known him all his life, and he's fantastic. I mean, Isaac does everything. And then our other is just coming on in a full-time role, Dakota. She's managing me. Her job's to manage me. So, and that's a harder job than you think. So
If there's anybody that wants to sponsor, I need somebody to manage Steve. Just saying.
So, wow, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I had like 15 questions, but I'm going to tell you this. I can kind of one time in Port Charlotte with volunteering with Operation Barbecue Relief, we got briskets. We never ever have briskets, and I can tell you, I mean, we loaded, we loaded the 5 or 7 or 8 smokers with briskets, and I can tell you, throwing a lot of briskets, and I can see your point. I mean, when you're putting that many briskets on, I mean, wrapping, we didn't wrap anything. Obviously, they just cook straight through naked. But, I can see if you're doing a lot, that's a lot of flipping briskets.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you go back and look at my Facebook page or Instagram page, whatever, you'll find a picture of, I think there's 58 or 68 briskets that we're prepping to throw on the cookers. And that was one half of one day. And then 18 hours, we probably rotated those off. And I know 3 more loads went on that way. And the crazy thing is, when we're that busy, we don't freeze anything. It's in and out the door.
Yeah. Read some of the Richard's got. He asked. Well, I'll say it for you, but he wanted to know if you do chicken as well.
Oh, we do everything. Like tomorrow for our restaurant, we're serving sliced brisket and split chickens. And now I don't do the barbecue competition chicken thighs. I don't know if I've ever cooked a chicken thigh, but we'll split a chicken, and I cook split chickens, and I do everything. I love to cook.
So you do like the half, like a half chicken type of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, our restaurant, we don't even run a barbecue restaurant. Our restaurant in the winter it was something for me to do because my building that I have, that I lease, has a bar in it. And I'm like, we need to use this space. And so I was like, how hard, and I have more respect for restaurant people than any people in the world, because running a restaurant, I don't know if you guys have ever done it.
Nope.
It really sucks. It's hard.
No.
Like 10,000 million times
interest.
harder than I was always the arrogant prick that sat there and in a restaurant, I was like, oh, I could do this so much better.
Yeah.
No. Restaurant people that run great restaurants, they know what they're doing. I don't. We don't have a clue. But we tell everybody on Fridays, hey, we don't run a restaurant. We're cooking you dinner. You get 2 choices, and it's whatever we're cooking. And we put out a menu a week ahead, and we serve anywhere from about 50 to 80 people every Friday.
Sounds like my mom. I'm making dinner. You're getting whatever I'm making.
Yeah, well, that's how it was back in the day. There was none of this, like, what do you want? Whatever mom cooked, if you didn't want it, then you starved all night.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of that way. And our people we've got a really amazing group of clientels here in Sydney, and they just, they get a little irritated. Sometimes it takes a little longer than normal, but, at the end of it, we don't have a TV in our building. We have amazing cocktails. I refuse to pour cheap welled liquor. And so they sit in here, have a great time, have a couple cocktails, eat amazing desserts, and out the door.
Well, it must be really good if you have that kind of a. I mean, that's a huge. I mean, that's a huge following for. I mean, Western Nebraska. I mean, that's a huge. I mean, just being spread by word of mouth is. I mean, word of mouth and obviously your social medias, but I mean, that's a. It's got to be good.
Well, I didn't realize. So I'm, all Dakota told me, she's like, all right, you're going to be live, zip it and keep it as professional as you can. And so I was like, all right. But I rolled into Sturgis last year because I was coming from one event with another trailer. I hadn't been into the campground yet. And I rolled into Sturgis with one of my other Jimmy L's trailers to drop supplies off. And I crashed at the camper and then on my way out. And I didn't realize just what kind of loyal following they have. But here I'm riding through and they're like, Jimmy L's, you're finally here. Finally, yep, I'm finally here. And I was like, wow, that's pretty humbling. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, we do everything from scratch. We're pretty open and honest and don't really, if you follow us and seen any of our stories, they can, we are who we are.
Yeah, I could catch a few.
Richard says, you're making me want to come visit you from Illinois.
Come on down.
Or he meet you halfway with the trailer. If you bring enough people, if we get a big group, maybe he'll meet us
Sturgis
somewhere.
is only 3 hours. 3 hours from us.
Oh, here I thought it was. For some reason, I thought it was millions of miles away. But
no,
3 hours.
3 hours from you guys in Illinois?
Yeah.
Now that's what Ryan says.
How's that possible?
Yeah, Ryan, how is that possible? Well, we go up through Wisconsin, through Minnesota.
Because Pierre's an hour and a half from Sturgis, and that's
did I look up the wrong Sturgis?
Sturgis, South Dakota, yeah.
I was looking up the other Michigan.
Oh, Jesus. Ryan, this is why you can't be in charge of anything with well, I don't know. Usually you're pretty spot on with stuff. I was going to say, I thought it was more like an 8-hour drive or some weird kick and caboodle thing like that or something like that.
No, that's really the reason I wanted to come on here and reach out to you guys is because we are moving such a massive amount of product.
Yeah.
I don't have time to compete in competitions. It doesn't interest me. Like, it's not the type of competition. I don't want to compete with something where I can't control the outcome. So,
Well, I totally 300% agree with that. I was, a lot of them start with competition, then move into the restaurant. So it's like one punishing thing to the next punishing thing. I mean, especially nowadays to spend all that money for a competition as far for meat and all that other stuff, to have one bite for somebody to tell you that you won or you didn't win. I mean, it's a pretty large investment to do that. But just going back, it was Dakota, I think, that gave you the advice that you were saying. This is a very laid back show, so you don't have to be super professional. I mean, don't get like carried away crazy, but
yeah, no, this is the Jimmy L you want, I promise.
Well, I mean, on a happier note, Ryan seems to have disappeared out of the way. Oh no, here Richard says, I was going to say, I thought it was umpteen quadrillion, if I can get my thing to work. He says it's 14 hours or 941 miles. I was going to say, I didn't think it was. Yeah, I didn't think it was right around the corner. I mean,
3 hours didn't seem right. So.
Otherwise, I'd be going all the time if it was only 3 hours, at least just to see it once.
So much fun.
Now Ryan's completely gone. We're just going to switch sides because I don't like that side. There we go.
All right.
So anyway, while we wait for Ryan to come back, so where were we at? Oh, did you ever cook rabbit?
My old man did when I was little, but I've never. That's not something, unless we go shoot it. That's not something accessible here.
It's not really accessible here either. But my good friend, the snake charmer down there in Mississippi. No, he's up in Michigan. I think he's up in Michigan. I think he said he was. And then he comes down to the She Cooks with the Shed competition team. Now Ryan's got us all screwed up again. There we go. Now we're going to move around like a bunch of. How is that, Ryan? Are you better now?
I just totally lost internet. Everything just.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. We're talking about rabbit. Oh, if you look in the comments there, Richard C says 14 hours, so it's 900 and some miles. He said, yeah, there is.
Yeah,
One good day.
I was
One
close.
good day's drive.
It was
Yeah,
close.
one good day's drive. Spend the night and then pack on and come on back. Because you stay longer than that.
No, you can't go to Sturgis, spend the night, and leave. You got to come out to Sturgis. You got to stay at least 2, and then you'll be like, oh my God, next year I have to stay a week.
If I'm hanging with Jimmy, it sounds like it's going to be a 2-week trip. Because he says we're seeing the good side of it, Ryan. I'd like to go to Sturgis and see the crazy side myself, because it looks like he's got pent up anxiety as far as what would happen. We'd probably all end up in jail.
No, you might.
I might. I'm sometimes
Not as wild as I used to be, but keep her under control.
I'm sometimes a follower, not too often, but depending on my state of mind, sometimes I can be a follower and things just sound fun. Richard also asks, what about pheasant? You ever do any pheasants?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was calling you a peasant.
I am a peasant. But
Not you, Jimmy. Sorry.
Pheasant. Yes, that's probably my favorite wild game to cook is pheasant. So, and we have a ton of them. Or not as many as we did, but we've got quite a few. So
You probably hunt those too, right?
Used to. We've had a bunch of storms and stuff, and it wipes them out, and then they make a comeback, and then you got a couple good years, and I'm getting old. That walking's for the birds, man. So I don't do it near what I used to.
For the pheasants.
That's for the pheasants, for the birds.
But yeah, it's a super white meat. It's really, really good.
So expensive.
So you got anything? What do you usually do? We got the big Easter holiday coming up. I don't know when that is, like March or April. You got to do any big specials for Easter, or?
We'll probably ours is really weather dependent. We'll get our spring storms. So who really knows? I mean, we'll probably cook a couple 100 pounds of brisket for it, but other things, I don't know. Once the trailers come out, they'll come out about mid-March. The people who, like the gal that used to run everything here, she said, Jim will not say no to anything. So I will pretty much do whatever anybody asks, and we stay really busy because of that. So, but no, just to throw an Easter special out, not really. I mean, we threw a Super Bowl special out just because I smoked a bunch of jalapeno poppers and threw an Instagram.
Oh, I saw those. I saw that on Instagram.
And everybody's like texting me and hitting us up like, we want these for Super Bowl. So we put together a package, and so we'll do a Super Bowl package for those. But no, we do whatever.
Whatever's there. So what about a great ham?
Oh yeah, I've got an amazing ham rub. So
is it personally made, or is it a combo of a bunch of?
Nope, this one's personally made. It's the only seasoning that is 100% Jimmy L's, and it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
do you glaze ham or just?
Nope, it's a sugar, brown sugar based, and we grill it and
melt it up. Yeah,
it's good. It's really, really good.
I'll have to keep you on the dial when you make some of that ham. Ship some of that up here too with the brisket.
I can do that. Like I said, send me your address.
I'm gonna send you an address. You know what? It'd be really good. Those poppers did look really good. Just in case.
I used to call those things when we first started doing this, because people would want them here and there. I used to call them divorce poppers. I told everybody when my wife and I were making these, the divorce papers were just waiting for the signatures in the cupboard.
They're a lot of work.
Oh, they suck.
Yeah.
But we make a bunch of them. I made for a Christmas party, we did 600 2 different days.
Holy shit. I mean, shoot. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, if you can somewhere in on Facebook or somewhere, get all of Jimmy's .coms and stuff like that, so people can. You guys got to follow him on it's Jimmy L's barbecue and catering, if I'm correct. On Instagram, I'm starting to get more involved with Instagram, but it's on Instagram and Facebook. Great stuff on it. He cooks some pretty great stuff, and that's a smaller smoker though, if I remember correctly. That's not what you're cooking on all the time, is it?
Those insulated verticals, yeah.
I'm trying to find your.
Yeah, those are Lone Star Grills insulated. They're big ones, the insulated verticals. Because I've got to be able to cook with our volume. I've got to be able to cook nonstop and in the snow and stuff. When I first got it, this is when I was still drinking. We were cooking turkeys, and I've got a picture of it with pegged at 250, 6 inches of snow, a Bud Light bottle sitting in the snow, and no melting snow. I mean, it's just crazy how good they are as insulation.
That's right.
That's
right. Oh, did you find it? Oh, yeah, excellent. I was just about ready to show the poppers.
Hang on, I gotta.
Yeah, so there is 7 racks in that cooker full like that.
Oh yeah, there's the ribs. I just was looking at the ribs. Did you see those? What's that?
Smoked
cream cheese.
Oh, I couldn't see it. And you know what? The way it was cracked up, I thought it was salmon.
Oh no, smoked cream cheese.
Wow, look at you, Ryan. You're going
man.
you're really technical today, Ryan.
Now that I have my computer.
Now that your computer's working, keep going up. There's a picture of a nope, not that one. Not that one. Next one. There's a picture of look at that plate of food right there.
That was last Friday, or that was 2 Fridays dinners in our sit down, our restaurant. That's what we threw out there.
Well, see, now that's my thing is if people are coming to the restaurant and you're saying you have to eat what we make, if that's what it is, I mean, I'm sure hope nobody complains that that's what they're getting. I mean, my gosh, that is like,
look at that.
Hey, there's Jimmy's going to be, hey, Jimmy, you're going to be on Thursday Night Barbecue Chat.
No, I'm a self-promoter.
All right, Ryan. Jeez, Ryan, you're kind of creeping me out with the.
And then if you want to see what we do in our restaurant, it's the Sit Down by Jimmy L's is what it's called. So we had to change it because it was getting so confusing. So we just built another page and then that shows off our venue and stuff right there.
Wow. Jeez, Ryan, this is exciting, ladies and gentlemen, just because of the fact that Ryan's got this, he's got his whole Facebook page up there. Ooh, what is that? What is that? That
is a chocolate lasagna. That's tomorrow's dessert.
Chocolate lasagna. Walk me through that, because that just sounds like something that I should have.
That is amazing. So
that's all you gotta say. Just leave it.
That is not for a diabetic. That is an Oreo crust, whipped cream, Cool Whip, chocolate pudding. I don't know what all my wife puts in it, but it's fantastic. So we'll get 32 slices out of that. The girls will miraculously damage one of them, so there's a slice back in the back for them, and
that's why it's.
And that'll be.
That's why it says roughly 31. You said 32, but it says roughly 31 servings.
Yep.
Right. This is always
they take one for themselves.
Yeah, and so we put that out. People call.
Whoa! Did you see that? Go back, Ryan. What's that? Is that prime rib?
Dropper.
Whoa.
Yep, that's prime rib. That's what we do for our Valentine's Day panty dropper. So
I'm not a prime rib guy.
What? The Valentine's Day panty dropper?
4th annual panty dropper.
Yeah,
says it right there, Steve.
Ryan, it's very small.
When we came up with that,
say it, Steve.
I know. Whatever. I gave that to you.
I was testing it and I rolled it by my friends. I was like, all right, what do you guys think if we call our Valentine's Day dinner the panty dropper? And they're like, oh my God, no. So then I run it by my mom's friends and they're like, that is the greatest idea ever. Call it the panty dropper. And I was like, well, if mom's friends are in on it, we're going for it. So,
this old girl 1977 on Instagram said that's what she said.
Yeah, I know.
We have
Whatever.
fun, man. I mean, we have fun. You got to be different. You can't just
You have to
follow
be.
the same old, same old. It's just not worth it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just crazy. I'm just between the restaurant and doing all the now. You said the trailers come out in March. How long does it take you to get them all up to speed? Like where
Oh,
they're ready to go.
oh, I mean, we're pretty simple. I mean, we're a 4-item menu, so it's pretty simple. But getting those stupid, because we have to winterize them, so we winterize them, bring everything in, deep clean them, and then, Jesus, the first month and a half, we're still putting stuff in the trailer, and then stuff gets from one trailer to the other trailer, and it's a mess. It's like a whole month and a half process to get everything to where we're actually up, rolling, and going good.
So your goal is to get ready to be rocking and rolling by April, because April by you, what is your temperature in April? As far, I mean, is that when everybody's starting to get out?
It's just last couple years we're getting our winter in April. It's just really cold. So March
Same
and
with us.
April have just been super cold. So be 5 degrees or 85 degrees. We don't really know. Like this year was a super warm winter. We didn't have, I mean, 2 weeks ago, 75 degrees out here, which is unheard of. And
I would take that right now.
yeah,
I
it's
take that right now.
Cold.
so I'm assuming we're in for a brutal spring, but yeah, we're going to pull the trailers probably. I mean, we have our first trailer event next week for high school. Not really anything we're advertising. So, but we'll pull it out, get the dust busted out of it and brushed off. And then they just kind of come out and go depending on the weather.
Richard said, "Steve, you can't have the dessert. Only the turkey dessert."
Yeah, I know. Well, I am diabetic, so I can't really have that Oreo lasagna. But that's not true, because I mean, there is, as long as you play
Moderation.
good all the time. I mean, if Jimmy came up and said, "Hey, I got a slice of this," I would probably have it. It would probably shoot that flipping sugar right through the roof. But God, hopefully, with the diet normally I eat, it would come back down within a day or two. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's just
Moderation. Yes.
and that was so when we did that dessert, my wife had came in from a catering deal, and we're always afraid we're going to run out. So we're really probably bad business people on the restaurant side of it, because we always take extra so we don't run out. And she had made an extra dessert just in case. And so she came out, and one of the girls, we weren't very busy that night, went and grabbed a piece and had it behind the bar. And one of our customers saw it, and they're like, "I want some of that." And so we started plating it, weren't even selling it. We're like, "Here, just take it." And then now my wife's making New York style cheesecakes, and everything we do from scratch. Zero, no boxes, no mixes, nothing. We do everything homemade, and just none of that distributor crap.
Did you find all his links and everything, Ryan? Did you?
Oh shit! I got so distracted by.
Well, I mean, I can understand if I was looking at the Instagram page too. Sorry if I'm moving around here a little bit. For some reason, the fan on the old laptop is making a funny noise.
And like I said, that's why I wanted to come on, and I really enjoy watching you guys, actually. So
At least that makes one of us.
And we got one person after all these years, Ryan, that likes watching us. There we go. Yeah, get that all out there so people can see enjoy the love.
Yeah,
well, hopefully it get you some more business, because man, now have you started a process? I mean, do you have, I mean, I know you like to cook, but I mean, are you training some of these other people to be a pit masters to the level that you want the food to be, so that you got other people, you said someone's been there for a long time. I mean, can he do that? I mean, does he?
So this is going to blow your mind, and this is going to go against everything that you've ever heard, ever been told about a brisket. I can take a complete stranger that's willing to listen and willing to learn, and in 2 weeks have them cook a perfect brisket following my system. That's part of being the glory of being a teacher. Nobody believes that. One of my cousins, good dude, he cooks nonstop, and he's a competition guy, and competition guys and money guys, we don't get along real well because they think their stuff's great. We're making money off our stuff, so we battle back and forth funly. And I was like, Jeff, briskets are pretty simple if you follow a procedure. Follow a process. Don't gimp on the process. Do what I tell you. You'll make a perfect brisket. My brother, that dumbass, he says,
just stop right there. That's good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But he cooks for his golfing buddies every Sunday. Well, last year or the year before, he's like, I need to cook a brisket. I was like, okay, step by step, do this. Does it, everything. He's like, they said this was the most best brisket ever. And I was like, it should be. It was good. This last year, he's like, send me the procedure. I'm going to cook a brisket. And he cooks it, and he's like, I don't think this thing's right. And I said, what'd you do? He's like, well, I didn't like this piece of the procedure, so I changed it. And I was like, well, now go throw it away. He's like, they still ate it and said it was good, but I know it wasn't.
Right.
It's
really good.
Yeah.
I have a process, and I've, years and years and thrown so many. I still throw briskets away. If they don't feel right, they go right to the trash can. I don't mess with them.
Oh, so I would have to repurpose it for something.
No, if it ain't right, it's not coming through my doors. No.
I mean, you chop it up into small pieces, do a brisket cheesesteak out of it.
No, you just throw it away and start over.
Oh, see, Donnie wants to know, will you share your procedure?
No. Nope, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, see, people don't listen to the guys who do it right.
No, they think they can make it simpler, and it's just like, no, I mean, it's.
I got to bring this up since I just put Donnie's comment up there. Donnie, I've known for a long time, since I was
too bad for Donnie,
18 years old. But he just reached out and he's like, God, when is the show again? I got to put it. So he put it in his calendar. So now he gets his reminder every week for every Thursday night. So he messaged me last week and he said he was going to be here. So welcome back.
Well, like I said, let's do this. I'll send you guys some brisket. I'll get some. I'm going to have to freeze it because, obviously I can't get it there without it being froze. Yeah. I'll send it to you. You warm it up the way I tell you, and then you tell me if it sucks or not. I'll bet you it'll be pretty damn good.
Can you follow directions, Steve?
As long as it can be done in the microwave, Ryan.
Oh,
Ryan! I figured I'd get that in there for you, Ryan. I know you like the hair there,
but no, I mean, here's something.
Or an oven, as long as I can do it in the oven.
I'll let you borrow my sous vide, Steve.
Yeah. Here's something that drives me nuts, though, guys. And you guys have seen it. I guarantee you've seen it. It's the self-proclaimed best. Okay, we have the best this, we have the best that. And every marketer says use the word best. Take the word best. I mean, you're only the best if the people in front of you tell you you're the best. If you want to say self-proclaimed, go for it. But if the people aren't standing in front of you and leaving you reviews that say it's the best, and I don't think mine's the best by any means. I know ours is good, but there's somebody out there that's 10 times better at this than I am. I guarantee it. But we're not going to self-proclaim it. Now I'll send it to you, and you guys tell me if it's good or not.
Well, go back. Let's go back to the Western Iowa thing. Did they have your brisket before, or before they had you?
I'm assuming. I think if I remember right, I think he was the same age as my nephew in high school, and I think they moved when they were really little. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't think it had left that big of an impact, but somewhere I'm assuming they had it. Somebody told them. So,
I mean, because to me, it's like just on what you were saying about the best. I mean, this is somebody that was, like you said, 3 or 4 hours away, 6 hours away. And we want you to, I mean, they're taking a big chance. It's a wedding. You know what I mean? It's like it's going to be feeding a lot of people. And if the barbecue stinks, you know, I mean, they look bad just as bad. Like, God, why did they pick this guy to cater this? Not only that, they drove him out 6 hours to do it.
Well,
But
and I think one of the things we are, you know, we host tastings for our brides and grooms, and I tell every bride a couple things. Number one, my greatest fear is to ruin your day. And
right.
I just, if I ruin some bride's day, I'll probably just shut my doors and call it done. That's 100% my greatest fear. And the other thing I tell them, you don't have 400 friends. You can invite 400 people, but only 200's coming. So
Yeah.
that's like two pieces of advice I give to those girls. But no, I just, you know, and we're genuine. We believe in what we do. We believe in our product. I believe in my process, and I believe in my team. And I think people, you know, that follow our Instagram or our Facebook see our story side of that, and they're like, okay, I can relate to these guys.
When is the
You're
Sturgis
talking about
big?
weddings.
Oh
and
Jesus! Here
stuff
we
like.
go.
I understand what you're saying about ruining somebody's wedding. Like I owned a DJ business, and what, Steve?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
DJs drive the wedding, man.
I'm just saying. Ryan. Every time you mention it, a full vision of you in 90s gear with your Chevy Cavalier,
Semi
whatever.
mullet.
Anyways, I was just reiterating. I understand the stress of, you know, you mess up a catering event. Okay, you messed up. Something's bad. You mess up somebody's wedding, they'll never forget it.
Never.
Oh,
Never,
probably
And it's
three
happened.
or
It
400
happened one
other
time.
people will never forget it.
We had a guy working for us, and it was, I won't get into the whole story of why I wasn't going to do the wedding. But he went and did the wedding, and when he introduced him as Mr. and Mrs., and then used her last name instead of his last name. And I mean, for probably 4 or 5 years after that, I still heard about it.
Yeah.
It just, you know, I mean, these girls hope to do it only once, right? I mean, it's Princess Day. I mean, it's the day that is 100% all about you. And I couldn't live with myself if we screwed that up. It's, you got to do a good job, but you have to do a good job selling a brisket sandwich out of my restaurant, or you have to do a good job selling a brisket sandwich out of my trailer. You have to do a good job. You know, I mean, you have to, that's why I use expensive beef.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
use certified American beef. That makes a huge difference to people, especially in our area.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you got to use good product.
You're in beef world. You're in the beef world out there.
Oh yeah, I mean, 8 miles from here. I mean, my brand, this 7S right here.
Yeah.
That is my great, however far great down. That's a Lenzen homestead brand, still in the family.
Wow.
You know, that's, you know, we are in beef country, and you know, 8 miles down the road, one of my buddies ships. He is in the Hereford program, so I'm cooking local beef. I mean, that just, you know, and I know where it's coming from. I know how it's raised. You know, I only cook certified beef.
I was going to go back to Donnie's question about use area procedure. He did say that, you know, if anybody wants to spend 2 weeks with him, he'll teach you how to cook a brisket. So I mean, Donnie, if you want to go out, you know,
you could do Jimmy, you could offer that, and during the slow seasons, you could, you know, come on down $500 or $1,000 and spend 2 weeks with Jimmy and learn how to cook a brisket. And
yeah, I don't think
I'd
like
brisket boot camp.
I don't think I'd feel right taking somebody's money for that. That's just
all right. Well, I mean, you could have brisket.
It's not a matter of you taking their money. It's if they want to pay it.
Well, at some point in time, guys, I'm going to give this away. Everything's going to be out there, free to the public. I'm going to give it away. It's just not. I got a few things I want to get sealed up before I do.
Like Richard just said, Jimmy, you're a stand-up guy, and I respect that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you could tell them where a hotel is, and so I guess just paying the hotel costs would be whatever, and then they can just come work with you. Now,
Like
but
a little brisket intern.
little brisket intern. I mean, I think that's pretty. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. I think anyway.
It's fun for a while until you're on 2 hours of sleep. On my TikTok, I got a video of me just ranting about something. I don't know, about money or it was self-proclaimed. All these guys were going on make $100,000 a year running a barbecue truck, and I'm like, this is such bullshit. You might take in $100,000 a year, but you're making like 5,000.
5,000 on that.
You know,
100,
until you got everything paid off. And but you look at my eyes, and my eyes are just, because I average in the summer, I average anywhere from 2 to 4 hours of sleep every single day, and it just, it's tough. So
well, that's why you got to train. You got to have an extra pit master who goes and checks the pits in the middle of the night, so you can get some sleep, and then you can come strolling in at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't sleep anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But no, it's just, like I said, it's fun. It's fun, and nobody knows who Jimmy L's is. That's the crazy thing. Like, everybody's like, you cook how much meat in western Nebraska where there is no people? And so I was like, all right, let's find some guys to help share the message just a little bit. So
yeah, but I mean, you're moving it. You said the town's only got 6,200 people. I mean, you're cooking a lot of beef almost every day. I mean, that's a lot of meat.
Oh, we burn through, I don't know. I mean, probably in 3 weeks, every single day we'll cook 6 briskets up until we get busy.
And then you said you keep the restaurant open year round, just on Friday night? No, restaurant
Friday
closes
night,
in this.
We, to make everything more challenging and harder, we pick the hardest time to make money in the restaurant business, which is the dead of the winter.
Right.
And we do first Friday in January to the first Friday in May, and we shut the doors. That's it. Now we're going to do breakfast every third Sunday because everybody sees all my Instagram goose pit cooking stuff, and they're like, you got to do breakfast. So we're going to kick breakfast off, see how it goes, and go for it. But yeah,
what's on the breakfast? Ryan, you got a picture of that breakfast somewhere in there? Ryan will search for the breakfast. I'm a breakfast guy. I'm with Ryan. I mean, I can eat breakfast. Breakfast food, for some reason, to me is good any time of the day. I even love it for dinner.
I bet you my wife and I eat an omelet tonight. That would be my guess. So, no, It's just, I love to cook. YouTube's the greatest. I used to tell my students the famous Jimmy L quote for teaching college kids to get them to learn something was, look it up. And they're like, it doesn't even make any sense. I said, you have a cell phone in your hands that's more powerful than send a man to the moon. You have every piece of information. If you use it properly, you have so much power. Look it up. I'm not telling you. Besides, I always told them, don't take my word for it. How do you know I know what I'm talking about? So, but yeah.
My sons used to do the same thing. I think my oldest son, in his junior high, I think he was the first class to get the first class ever to get, everybody has like the little laptop things now that they do school with. And he used to he'd walk around the house with something. It's like, Dad, when did so-and-so, the Civil War? It's like, dude, it's like, I had to go to the flipping library and look at an encyclopedia. I said, just type it in your dang notepad or whatever you got. And it'll give you more information than I ever had.
I remember going to the library and using the stupid Rolodex, trying to find something. And just, I was always like, God, I am so dumb. I hate doing that.
Going through the card catalogs.
Yeah.
We went to Trisha's son's Tommy is starting high school next year. So we went to the high school walkthrough the other day or whatever it was. And I hate to tell you, this is probably the first time I've been in a high school building. And Ryan, it's probably close to like 37 years. And holy cow. I told him, I said, if you want to switch, I'll go back. I mean, the vending machines everywhere, big, huge areas to kind of just hang out, snack bars everywhere. And then it was funny. We went into the library and it was like, Tricia and I are kind of looking around and it's kind of like, it kind of looks like a preschool library because there's no books anymore. I mean, there's some, but I mean, when I went, I mean, there was like rows of, obviously that's where you went to talk to your friends as you went into the book stack aisles. I mean, there were like
your friends.
Yeah. So you would, I mean, there were tons of aisles of books. Here there was like nothing. There was just like a few rows of books and stuff. But I mean, everything's on computer now. It's not even fun anymore, I guess. But
so last year Dakota got a pretty good scholarship offer, and she was a little hesitant to go look at the one college, and I went up and took her. And I'd been out of teaching for 4 years was all, and I was like, okay, I'll go up with you. And so we're walking through in the same deal. I'm like, holy smokes, this is nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, we walked in and it's like you walk in and they've got this, like I said, they got this big, huge gathering area. And, and Trisha's like, oh, is that the courtyard out there? Yeah, well, we didn't have a courtyard, like where you go sit outside in a courtyard. And we didn't have anything like that.
I know.
No, you went and sat underneath the bleachers.
No, but I'm just saying. I
just seen. Is this Dakota that's eating some waffles and eggs?
Yep, that was. See, I cracked my phone screen the other day, so I can't take any videos right now. And that was the last good video I was able to take. And that waffle and egg, we introduced that on the radio station because we go on our radio station, the Big Boy, every third Thursday. And so she says she wasn't bitching and moaning about not getting a waffle that morning because I fed the radio station some, so I had to come home and make her one. And so
I've seen you were on a few other podcasts. I thought I saw you on. Did you go on some other shows? I thought.
Yeah, I've been on a few. More of the business like stuff. So
fun, yeah.
But that's fun to talk to. I mean, the business side of it's great, but the people side of it's, the people side of it is the amazing side of it.
Yeah, I do have to say, working retail, Ryan, I don't know if you're in IT or whatever. I think that's the only thing that kind of keeps me going with the retail thing is every day is a different day. You just never know what's going to walk in that front door, what's going to happen, what it's going to be. And then you get to see people that and you know what you're going to get from them. But it's just, and then when you do, I can't tell you how many times. Obviously you might get the same thing when somebody tries your food for the first time, but there's people that walk into the Wanamaker's department, the grilling department, and sometimes they just stand there and stare at it. And then when they do stuff like that, because they're really barbecue people, and then they're just kind of in awe about all the barbecue stuff that's in one spot, it just makes you feel like you did something right. So what are you laughing at, Ryan?
I was so intrigued by all the food. I totally forgot. I was just like listening to everything in the background as I'm scrolling through all the food.
I know. I thought you were going to play the video of the breakfast. I was waiting for the.
Sorry.
You were watching it, but you never played it for the rest of us to see it.
You got some. This looks like you're in a hunting blind.
Oh yeah, full blown kitchen in each one of them.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You really like to cook. God bless you.
Oh yeah. I was telling a story on the radio. So 2 of my buddies, their boys are 12 years old and they're attached to me during Christmas break. And I sent some over easy. Well, they were supposed to be over easy eggs down to one of the boys. And they're like, hey, these are not over easy. And I'm like, all right, you guys are getting a little carried away on this deal. I was like, you're freeload non-stop, and now the eggs aren't right. So
now the eggs are. Oh, I got a question for you, only because I don't know if I don't even know when you first reached out, because I know it was a while ago, because I know I've been booked up for a while.
November.
Yeah, I think it was, but I got to ask you, what is Jimmy L's Thanksgiving look like?
Oh my God. It is the greatest day to be part of the Jimmy L family. And to be part of the Jimmy L family is just, we invite friends and family, and there is, because we'll do about 200 smoked turkeys Thanksgiving week, and then some hams and some prime ribs and some tri-tip and whatever else for potatoes and sides and whatever. One year I sold my wife's pies. She was really pissed about that, but
She didn't know you were selling the pies. You just sold.
no, one of my friends was like, I want a pecan pie. And I sold Rhonda's pies. I just threw a number out there and she paid it. And I was like, you gotta make a couple more pies. But anyway, we'll have 2 full-size tables of 8-foot white tables, the fold-out ones.
Yeah.
And we'll have at least 35 dishes that my wife and I'll make for everybody on those tables. And then my kids are so spoiled. When I refer to my kids, this is my team. My kids are so spoiled. Every one of them, my wife won't make me anything, but every one of them for Thanksgiving, she makes them their own separate pies. So there will be 13 different pies that are on the table for everybody. And it's just, I love it. Thanksgiving's our holiday. And there's a picture of it in there somewhere. You'd have to go back, but it's just piles and miles of food. We'll have about 25 people, 30 sometimes. So
Steve wants to see the breakfast. So
yeah, I want to see the. Can you blow it up, Brian? You used to have it where it was bigger. Yeah.
All right, since you were bitching this morning about not getting one, let's see what
I was not bitching. He asked.
I had to come and get one, and I don't. I think that's what I heard.
I did say that.
Oh yeah, look at that waffle. Yeah. Well, come on and eat already. Jeez Louises, all that prep.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Really good?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes.
there was that one, and where's the one in the? Oh, this one here.
Oh yeah, that was last Saturday, I think.
What did you do to her, Ryan?
But I'm stuck in colder weather. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Can I call you then?
What in the world?
She said you're a rambling man.
What was that?
You ain't ever gonna change.
So that was in my neighbor's goose pit. He doesn't have a full-blown kitchen, so he's kind of on the shit list for that. But so I was using his equipment. I was trying to get, because that was some leftover potatoes I had from the night before. They were all gratin potatoes. So I just cut them up, threw a bunch more butter and some bacon in the bottom of them. And then I wanted to do like sunny side up eggs on them, but I didn't have any foil, so I couldn't get and it was like 400-mile-an-hour wind, and I couldn't keep the wind off of them, so I ended up scrambling it, and that made a good picture. And I tried to serve it, and I was like, all right, this is just gonna have to go to a scramble, but it was close. I almost
Nobody would have ever known.
Yeah,
nobody would have ever known if you would have. Yeah, I would have taken it just like. All I can tell you is I'm going to have to put. November 1st. Contact Jimmy L to order pies for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I can only
so
imagine
mad when I sold her pies.
I can't believe you just did that without here, take these. I mean, I guess if somebody, I would too. I mean, if someone gave me a decent price for, I
don't know what she paid. I just threw a number out there, and it probably wasn't worth her. It probably wasn't the right number, and she said okay, and I sold it. Rhonda was not happy. We've been married 26 years, so
she's got to be used to it by now.
Yeah, at that time, it's just whatever.
Yeah, it's just Jimmy being Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Ryan, you got any other? I mean, look at it. This is good. We went over a little bit. That's perfect. I mean, it's a great conversation. You got anything to add, Ryan, before we let Jimmy get back? He's got to make dinner.
Probably.
He's having breakfast for dinner, he said.
I'm sure I am.
It works for me. I want to go make a big scramble like that now. So
A whole pan like that. Yeah, right. We got to do some cooking. I got to get over there in the spring or summer, and we can cook stuff.
sure.
I could be your sous chef.
You could stand there and hold the camera while I cook. All right, I got it.
You know, you'd be surprised, Ryan, if I can cook a little bit.
Yeah. We've seen your burger.
It's not a good picture of the burger, Ryan. Well, Jimmy, thanks for reaching out and thanks for coming on the show. I think that's kind of, I got to get out to Nebraska. I'm going to get you the address for sure. I'm going to get you.
Yeah, no, seriously, I'll send you, same with you, Ryan. You guys both send me your address and
I'll send both the addresses. Yeah. Well, you can look it up, Ryan. It's just under Jimmy L's Barbecue. Yeah. No, definitely for sure. That's amazing. Yeah, we'll have you on again because I think
Yeah, no, like I said, I don't know how I was. It's been a crappy hunting year, so I was scrolling mindlessly through Instagram or TikTok or one of them, and I came across a clip you guys had did, and I was like, you had hats on and glasses, and I was like, okay, these are my type of guys.
What's about one of the special shows that where we were? Oh well, it could have been. Yeah, well, it's usually the shed. We'll have the shed hat on, and then we'll dress for certain occasions. You probably didn't see. Did you see the Halloween episode when we were in our Halloween costumes?
No. I did see that crazy Ferris wheel thing roll through that you guys were talking about last week or the week before.
Carnival.
Oh, it drove through your town.
Oh, I saw a clip of it somewhere.
I did a clip, and I know Ryan's done it. Ryan did a clip. It was just at the Shed Barbecue and Blues Joint in Mississippi. They were actually cooking on it. If you look at
they were doing chickens or something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, if you do the Food Sport Pro League, if you look that up, that was our guest last week was Mark Conway. He runs that. It's a brand new competitive cooking thing. They actually it was two teams of two competing against each other, and they had to cook their stuff on the Ferris wheel. So it was a matter of the Ferris wheel would stop every 60 seconds. So you had to time yourself to where your kettle would come around to the right spot at the right time. I think you might have fun at something like that, Jimmy, doing a little.
Like I said, though, the competition deal, that would be more my style, but I don't know. If I'm going to compete at something, it's like when we're vending. We love our vending neighbors. So we're all such good friends, but I want to kick their ass every time we line up and the starter gun goes. I can control that. I can't control 50 people tasting my brisket.
Well, I think to me, I from your character, I think you would fit the food sport thing because they like a lot of trash talk and then they like a lot of dramatic cooking. And I think I can see you cooking normally, and then I can kind of see you cooking under a stressful timed situation. And I think that would be good TV.
Hey, if they want to reach out, I've never done anything like that other than cooking for,
And they're actually going to be close by. Not that they'll admit. Maybe it's not close by. It depends on how far away. They're going to be at the Rodeo Houston or Houston Rodeo. Is the next Food Sport Pro League event. So I don't know how far that is from where you are, but probably 6 or 7 out.
Probably 16.
16. Oh yeah, that's too far for a sport.
Probably
it's gonna be closer to buy. Yeah.
But no, it's interesting. Like I said, I love to cook, love to have fun, and that's why I reached out. You guys were when I saw the hats and the glasses, I was like, all right, I can work with these guys.
I could put it on if you want, Jimmy. If you want to do that.
Which one you got, Steve?
Huh? Well, oh Jesus! Oh my God! Well, it's usually this is what I wore. This is what I wore at the showdown. I had my shed hat on, and then I got my Elton John.
That's awesome. Yep, that's the look right there.
Yeah.
And you had a black beard, I think, a longer black beard.
Oh wow, Ryan, that's
Yeah,
an older show. Yeah,
Once I found you guys, I started rolling through all kinds of clips. So
yeah. There's been some great guests on the show. Good one with Stale Cracker's on there too. I don't know if you follow Stale Cracker, but he was our 100th show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, YouTube's the best because YouTube keeps them forever. So all 115 shows are on YouTube.
I've watched a bunch of your YouTube full shows. So
wow, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yes. At least somebody does.
At least somebody watches them all. So
I wish I could watch the lives, but we're so busy. I don't have time to watch them and chime in because
I don't even watch the lives.
I think I look really good. I think I looked really good when I had the fur, Ryan. I think I look like a WWE wrestler or something.
That's a good Sturgis look. Just saying. Oh yeah, that's a good.
I know what I was going to ask you. Speaking of, because Steve forgets questions a lot. When is Sturgis?
First week August.
Okay. When do you get up there?
We get up there about middle. Well, I mean, we're up there nonstop, but I mean, to actually go for the rally, we'll be up there about 5 to 6 days ahead of time. I think this year we'll start selling like the 29th, 28th. So we'll be up there 3-4 days before that. And then we'll go for about 14, 16 days, 24
Because
hours.
you know what I think would be a fun show, Ryan, would be Jimmy L live from Sturgis.
Well, last year Horny Mike was at our you guys follow Custom. I can't think of his business right now, but he's Count Customs, I think, out of Vegas.
Oh,
Horny
yeah.
Mike. He was at our,
The name sounds familiar.
He was on Pawn Stars, wasn't he?
no, I don't think so. He's an amazing airbrush guy. Just built this most.
Oh no, he
he
was in King's Customs. Yes, he was in one of the spin-offs of Pawn Stars.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he's such a good dude. And one of Isaac called me. He's like, "You're not gonna believe who I'm hanging out with." I was like, "Who are you hanging out with?" He's like, "Horny Mike." I was like, "Who the hell's Horny Mike?" And he's like, "How do you not know this guy?" You know. And,
I thought the name sounded familiar.
yeah.
I think he did. He worked for Count's Customs, and I can't think of what the spin-off show was, but yes, he does amazing airbrush work. Yes.
So you don't know who you're gonna meet, what you're gonna see. It's freaking awesome. And if you guys want to come do a show from the Jimmy L trailer, we would love to have you.
Oh yeah, I'd like to do that, but maybe we'll patch in. Do they got good Wi-Fi reception up there in Sturgis?
Doubtful.
That's not good because I'm in my house and my Wi-Fi sucks here.
Yeah, no, there's millions of people there, so it gets kind of chaotic. But
yeah, well, we'll keep that one. I think that would be kind of a neat. Even if we could do it for 5 or 10, 15 minutes, is have Jimmy walk us around Sturgis, his little food area there.
Oh no, we'll take the Jimmy L's golf cart. We got a fully wrapped Jimmy L's golf cart. The kids have a sound system on it. Whole works. So
nice. Richard's been here the whole show. He said, "Jimmy, thanks for being on the show. I'm going to give you a follow."
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely give him a follow. Give him an order. Do you normally ship all over or no? Or is it?
No, we're not FDA approved. We're working on it. It's a huge process.
Yeah.
We're looking for an FDA facility to work with. So we're getting there. It's just, like I said, this was never designed to do what this did in the 4 years it's done it. I mean, we've done it. This is going on our 18th year, but it's, the last 4 have been balls to walls and pedal to the metal. And so it just keeps going. Like I said, I got great kids around me that they boss me around and I just do what I'm told, and it seems to be working. So we're going to go with it.
Oh, don't broke it. Don't fix it if it ain't broken, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
All right, Jimmy, we'll really let you go. Obviously things come up as we're talking and things keep going. But yeah, everybody, Jimmy L's Barbecue and Catering. Check it out on Facebook, Instagram. Take a look at it. Message or whatever if you guys want to have him cater something. I mean, he's willing to drive, I guess, as far as you'll pay. So you can cater.
Like I said, thanks guys. I really appreciate the opportunity. Nobody knows who Jimmy L is, so we're gonna change that.
Oh, there's 5 people that know now.
Good.
You can only go up from here, Jimmy. It's the way you always got. It's what we always tell our guests. You can only go up for here.
I don't think you guys give yourselves enough credit. You do a pretty damn good job. And I watch podcasts pretty much 24/7. So,
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
We call it the greatest show that nobody watches.
The greatest show that nobody watches. I don't know. Can't get any traction on it. But anyway, that's all right. I have a fun time doing it, and that's all that matters. I don't know if Ryan likes doing it, but I mean, he's here every week, so he must enjoy something. Gives him a break from being around his wife and everything. So
you need that.
Wow. She doesn't watch the show. This will be the only show she watches.
Right.
All right. All right, Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy.
Have a great night. Thank you very much. I'll get you those addresses, and then we'll see about doing a patch-in somehow to Sturgis or something. Because I think that would just be fun. Yeah, you could put a camera on the front of your golf cart, and you could drive us around.
You'll have to put an 18 rating on it, but yeah, we'll gladly do it.
Right.
It won't be one that would go to the Wanamaker's Barbecue and Smoke Supply page.
Look up Glencoe Campground in Sturgis, and you'll see why. It's the greatest campground in the world.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to do that. We'll do that. That'd be homework.
Yeah, there you go.
Professor Lenzen just gave us some homework, Ryan. We got to watch some YouTube videos of the campground.
I'm not turning.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, Jimmy. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, great show there, Ryan. We went to
conversation.
Well, he came in when Jimmy was talking about horny Mike, so I'm sure. I'm sure that was. That's one way to walk in.
Great show. Thank you. Have a good night.
Night, Richard.
Thanks, Richard. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh yeah, Richard made a comment this summer when he get back. Yeah, come stop in, say hi.
Yeah, Texas for the winter. Yeah.
We'll go to breakfast or something.
Another great show. A great guest.
Another great show. Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, another great show. And then next week we have Mr. Ryan. We have Mr. Alonzo Cantu of Gulf Coast Smoke. He's another one that I he commented. We had a guest and he was in here commenting. And then I had another one that I just kind of found online. He's got a he cooks a lot of good looking stuff too. And he's kind of all over. And so we're going to have him on and we're going to talk some barbecue and stuff like that with him. And then the 12th, so the next 2 weeks is, and then we'll have the guys from Farm to Fire, Louisiana. If you have not seen Farm to Fire, Louisiana, you got to watch their Instagram stuff because you think Jimmy cooks some good stuff. I mean, you should see some of the stuff these guys cook. And I met them at the shed. They were at the shed, so we got to actually meet and talk and got to meet those guys. So actually pretty laid back, cool guys. So
Emlyn popped in over on my Instagram.
Did he? My Instagram was kind of
he sent me a message. There's a deployment coming up in Gardner, Illinois.
Well, I'm going to try to get for in Gardner.
Yeah. K9 vets or something. K9.
Oh, yeah. Just so everybody does know, I know we didn't bring it up because I didn't get a chance. They just announced it, so I didn't get a chance. And of course, they're doing it at the end of the show, and most people probably aren't watching. Operation Barbecue Relief is going to Oxford, Mississippi. With man, I'm telling you, they got pummeled with the ice and the snow. A lot of people in the South. I know Sunny put some pictures up of her of what's going on in her town. I mean, trees down, power's down. People are still without power. I know that the Steak Princess Riley Wright's mom, Karen, I think she's been posting. Old Miss is kind of a mess because they're in Oxford. So anybody get to Ryan's got it up there. Go ahead and place a donation. If you want to volunteer and you're in the area, you could probably do that the same way. There's a spot in there to volunteer. So kind of keep that out. Go check that out, operationbarbecuerelief.org, and check that out. Make a donation if you can, because they're going to help to feed the people in Oxford, Mississippi. They're heading there right now, or they're already there setting up, one of the two. So I will not be going because I got to save my vacation for my son's graduation. So we'll have to see if there's any deployments for me this year. But so hopefully, if they're on the ground and they got everything going and they got good Wi-Fi, maybe we'll have somebody on from Operation Barbecue Relief to start the show next week to kind of give an idea of what's going on down there. And hopefully everybody they get their power back and everything gets well. So
sweet.
That's it, Ryan. Ryan, that's it for this week's edition of. Oh, you know what I got to say? You know what, Ryan? Have you been updating the Spotify?
So, guys, thanks for hanging out on Thursday night. We will see you guys next week. Have a good night.
You haven't done it in a while, have you?
Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later.
Well, anyway, we're on Spotify. Some of the episodes are on Spotify. I was listening to some.
Look at that. We're about to end, and we get up to 8 people.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And then we are on Spotify. You can do the replay on Spotify.
All good stuff up there.
Oh, thanks, John. John Hacker says good show. Thank you, sir.
That's my neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, everybody and it's always good to have questions and comments and stuff like that, especially if you want to know stuff. This way, I don't have to ask all the questions. And Ryan has a hard time thinking of one or two questions. So,
right.
Anyway,
it's all right, Dan. Go check us out on Barbecue Blackstone Beer on YouTube, or It's All About the Barbecue on YouTube, and you can watch the whole show on Jimmy.
Or Facebook or Instagram. And just a reminder for those of you watching on Instagram on It's All About the Barbecue, you got probably maybe like 2 more. Actually, the Farm to Fire. So on the 12th, I'm going to switch it over to Thursday Night Barbecue Chat and go live on Thursday Night Barbecue Chat's Instagram. So get over on Instagram and follow Thursday Night Barbecue Chat, or you can do that on Facebook. It is now going live on both of those. I'm going to switch the platforms to that. So,
all right, guys.
And then Barbecue and Blackstone and Beer is folding, and won't be going
on that note. See you guys later. Take care.
See everybody. Bye.
Bye.